Hi, this is Carrie from Tone Wars. We're going to go live in just a few minutes, but before we do, I just wanted to take a few seconds to say a few things. Jared and I really appreciate when you guys tune in and interact with us when we go live. We work very hard to make sure that our live streams and our produced videos are educational and entertaining for everyone. Believe it or not, there's a lot of work that goes into our live streams and our produced videos. So if you like what you're experiencing here, here's a couple ways you can help us out. The Super Chat feature is turned on and any amount will be appreciated. Jared is also available for private consultation for a nominal fee. You can contact Jared through two of the links below. One is through our Tone Wars Facebook page and the other is through email. So thank you so much for your support. The live stream's about ready to start, so go pour yourself your favorite glass of whiskey or other libation and we'll be right with you. Cheers!
Welcome to Tone Wars.
Hey! Ooh, am I loud?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
loud. Our in-ears are loud. What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, welcome to Tone Wars, Sunday night edition. I'm Carrie. This is Jared.
What's up?
Right. So we're glad to be back.
Yes, we are. I
We
missed Wednesday.
That's right. You had a big
Working.
day.
Yeah, just every once in a while in the summer, work just gets to me, and
Yeah.
I just can't do it. So I apologize, but
You work in the sun, so
Yeah.
it's not like
yeah.
us office dwellers.
Yeah. Well, I get home and I'm super tired, and it's
And
like,
super dirty.
yeah, that too. Super
super
tired.
hungry.
Yeah, and cranky.
Cranky as well.
Yeah, nobody wants to be around me on those nights. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to take it easy this week and we'll make up for it tonight. We'll have some fun tonight, right?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, keeps going. It's the gate.
It's the gate.
Aha.
Keeps the fan from, you got to get used to it. It keeps the fan noise
I
down.
keep thinking, oh no, we lost it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's say hello
Yeah.
to you. Mike Jacobs, air conditioning, right?
Yeah. Got to have it.
He also took some guesses on your two favorites. That's what we're going to talk about tonight.
Ah.
Your two favorite
My two
amps
favorites.
that
Yeah.
you brought this year, right?
Mhm.
Yes. So
Yes.
he guessed the Kraken and the Mesa.
The Kraken and the Mesa. Well,
guesses,
it's a good
yeah.
guess. Very good guess.
Jeff Grinnell, what's up, man?
What's up, Jeff?
It's Sunday ear spank time.
That's right, man. Sunday ear spank. What's going on, buddy?
Let's see. And Sean Casey, he says, hi, Carrie and Jared. Greetings from North Idaho.
Oh, greetings.
I have never been to Idaho.
Yeah, our friend Tim Warner, who does
Is he?
Live Ready Sound Profiles, is from Idaho. Yep,
All right. Taters.
good dude.
Known for their taters.
Known for their taters.
Yeah. Let's see. We already said Sean Casey and Jeff Cornell. Back to Jim Sieben. Hi, Jim. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Jim?
I know you popped in for a little bit last week and then had to scoot.
Yeah, he had to scoot.
The Chicago Todd is here.
What's up, Chicago Todd?
He says, checking in. I'll be listening to this but can't watch because I'm driving. Oh, yes. Been
yeah.
there before. Be
You're
safe.
You're missing my good hair day. What
no,
the heck?
it's my good hair day.
Oh, well, all right. You're missing her good hair day, too.
It took me some time. That's why we're late. I was doing my hair.
And eating eggs.
And eating some eggs. to
Don't lie.
Soak up the whiskey, right? Yeah. We got Brad Shimke. He says, hi, Carrie
Hey.
and Dr. Chugs.
What's going on?
Dr. Chugs.
Dr. Chugs. I think I saw Frank Rashot in there, too.
Yep. Sup, dudes.
Hey,
Sup,
sup,
dude?
Frank? What's going on, man? Good to
Jason
see ya.
Taylor.
Hey, Jason, what's
Scott
happening?
Thalmer.
Hey, Scott.
Marty 5.
35.
Time to get the chappers. Paul Smith says, I'm here for the duration. Hello, Jared, Carrie, and everyone.
Sweet.
He said it looks like a Mesa and Kraken. Everybody's trying to guess on the silhouettes that you posted.
That's why I put silhouettes up there,
Yeah.
just to make it fun.
Jean Claudio. Hello
Hey.
from Sweeth, Texas.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm pretty sure he meant South Texas, but
Yeah.
he typed Sweeth.
Sweet Texas.
Sweeth, Texas. And Damien, he said Stealth and Soldano.
Stealth and Soldano. Okay.
Maybe.
All right. All right.
We got a super chat. Ooh, Aaron Short. Hi, Aaron Short. I haven't seen you in here in a minute.
Yeah, Aaron's been up and down under the weather. I'm glad to see he's feeling better. I caught his live stream earlier while I was actually creating the thumbnail for the show and I was listening to Aaron sing.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of calming, and I love Aaron's voice. He's got such a great voice, and he always picks like great classics to sing.
Yeah.
And it kind of brings back memories, and I just sit there and just sit in my chair and make my thumbnail for the show and listen to Aaron sing, and it always kind of puts me at ease. So thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, I know it's his YouTube channel,
Aaron Short Music.
Aaron Short Music.
Yep.
You can find him on Facebook and YouTube, and he does every day at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, he goes live.
He goes live, and he takes some requests, and he interviews some people, but he takes requests, like he sings and plays and goes live with that kind of stuff. So it's very nice, nostalgic, and he has a great voice.
Yep, lots of great classic hits that we all love.
And hopefully soon we'll be releasing a song together.
Yes.
Right?
Yep,
right?
I gotta play some guitar. You already did your singing.
I did my singing.
Did your singing, and Aaron's putting the mix together, and then he's gonna send the mix to me, and I'm last, so I'm gonna put the guitar parts in last just to see where I fit in with you guys, and then, then it's off to Mixland, and done.
It's
gonna be good.
I'm excited. I can't wait to hear our voices together.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Jason Taylor, thank you for the super chat. He says,
thank you.
Thanks so much for reaching out to me this week. It meant a lot. Unfortunately, I lost my dog to illness, but people like yourself have helped get me through it. You're truly a classic. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Jason. Yeah, I emailed him several days ago just to see how his dog was doing. And man, I'm sorry. That really sucks. I'm really sorry. It's
been a lot of loss during the last few months. We've lost freedoms and just normalcy, and I'm really sorry. That just adds to the...
Yeah, really sorry, Jason. Our hearts go out to you, buddy.
Yeah.
What was your dog's name, just so we know? I mean, we can, wish Godspeed to your dog over the Rainbow Bridge, right? That's what we do. I have 2 cats, and one of them's getting up there in years, and he's a grumpy old cat.
He's a little crotchety.
Yeah, he's kind of grumpy, and it's funny. And then my little guy, Kitty Witty, who you guys saw, he comes down here every once in a while in the videos. And he's that cat totally has me wrapped around it. Oh yeah, he stole my heart big time. So
my kids call the other one, though, not Kitty Witty, but they call your old one, they call him
Grumpy Wumpy.
Grumpy Wumpy.
Grumpy Wumpy.
Kitty Witty and Grumpy Wumpy. Let's see, I missed a couple people. Warm Cord. Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? You recovered from yesterday? Return Dakota.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, and then everybody was just sending Jason's condolences.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay said he guessed the EVH in the Mesa is your favorite.
He did, huh? All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Ooh, Gunnerman 54. Almost missed ya.
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, he had a baby boy recently.
Oh.
He said, sorry, haven't been watching, but we just had a baby boy. Well, congrats.
Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations.
I feel like I'm out of the age category where babies they're not as, like, how when you're younger, everybody's having them all together, and there's baby showers after baby showers. And I'm actually, well, you too, I'm not in the wedding phase anymore. No. I'm not in the baby shower phase. Nope. I'm not in the wedding or everybody's in the graduation phase. Yeah, cousins and whatever. But like, what would be next? The funerals, I guess.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that.
We're coming up to the funeral phase.
No thanks. No thanks to that. Right. No.
All right. No. Oh, Jason says his name was Duke. Definitely one of my best friends.
Oh man, Duke. My neighbor's dog was Duke.
Yeah.
He had a rot. His name was Duke, yeah. I have an itchy nose tonight. I think I got an allergy thing going on.
Must be my hairspray.
Yeah, something, man. My nose just keeps itching like crazy.
Did it just start?
Yeah, it just started when we got down here.
Whiskey?
No, it can't be that. Yeah, my nose. It's just really... So I keep doing this. It's not because I have a weird tick or anything. I just got an itchy nose.
I see you, Andrew Stonerock.
Hey, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you.
Let's see. He says the Mesa 25 watt and the MT15 are Jared's favorites.
Ah, he's guessing. Yeah, well, I mean, all will be revealed soon. It's gonna be interesting. Some of you have some really good guesses, though.
Yeah.
Well, all of you do. They're all good guesses because I actually like all my amps. Let me just say this: I've had 2 friends over in the last week.
Yeah.
Steve Shaheen.
Yeah.
Came over and he wanted to check out some amps, and then Jay, from Warm Chord, he came over yesterday and we spent the day together. And it's funny, like, people ask me all the time, well, which amp is your favorite, and like, which one do you like better than this one?
Yeah.
Now, is that one dethroned now because of this amp? And I'm always like, I don't know, I like them all so much.
They all have a special place in your heart.
They do.
Just like Duke and
yes,
and...
they all have special places in our hearts, So
isn't it funny how we asked what the pets' names are, but our friend that had a baby boy, we were like, congratulations, and what's your son's name?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I have a son, he's 10, and his name's Luke. What's your son's name? It's exciting stuff.
Sorry about that. We get a little scatterbrain when we go live because there's so much going on, We're watching meters and answering questions, so...
fine. Gunnerman, it's Gunnerman. What's your baby's boy's name?
Yeah. So anyways, to finish my thing here, so I had Steve came over the other night, or it was like several nights ago, and we're hanging out, and we tried every one of my amps. We just plugged them in the living room, we just freaking rocked all of them, and we used the HX effects for all the effects and stuff, which was very handy because it's so small.
Yeah.
It's so versatile and easy to hook up. It was awesome. So, and even at one point he goes, what are we using for an overdrive? I said, it's the Tone Sovereign and the HX effects. He's like, dude, that thing's freaking killer. It sounds awesome. So anyway, I was like, which one do you like the best? And I'll tell you later, like, which ones you like the best, because it kind of coincides with what I'm saying tonight. But I said, do you now get it? Like, when people ask me, like, which, he's like, dude, it's hard to pick.
Yeah.
He said, all the amps that we played tonight are all excellent.
Yeah.
But if I have to pick a favorite, it's this one and this one.
I'm the worst at picking favorites.
Yeah, it's hard.
When people ask you what your favorite song or favorite movie,
it's
there's
hard
like
to do.
categories of favorite and categories.
It's hard to do.
Yeah. Ooh, Gage, Gunnerman's baby boy. I like it.
That's a good name.
That's a nice, strong name for sure. I like it a lot.
Yep, he's going to be captain of the football team and a chick magnet. With a name like that, how can you lose?
Or he's going to be a guitar player, dum-dum.
There you go. He might be a really good guitar player. So.
Yeah. All right, we missed a little bit here. Let's see. Return Dakota says he fell back in love with the MT-15.
Oh.
I think Jim Siebens, that was front and last together, first and last name, Jeben. Dubbed. So W, Jeben.
Jeben.
Yes, just like the other one,
Marty
5.
Marty 5.
Marty 5, yeah. He said your favorite amp is the Fuchs ODS.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not. He's joking.
Marty 5 says, I'm in my studio here, so you are coming in over the monitors. I spent the day writing and recording today with my new singer, Doreen.
Sweet.
Gave those acoustic IRs a nice run in my Helix.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We wrote some stuff earlier today, too.
Yeah.
We got some lyrics written for a song.
We got lyrics written for a song, and it took about an hour and a half. Didn't take that long.
Nope.
Yep.
Teamwork.
Yep.
Thanks to Dreamwork.
Yep, that's right. No, it was fun. We had lunch and wrote lyrics on full bellies.
and then got super tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew Stonerock says, I had a studio session last night. We had an EVH 100 watt at the studio. We could not get a good tone out of it. I worked on that amp for over an hour.
Wow.
He said they ended up ditching it in favor of a Helix.
Okay.
Rev purple channel through the power amp of my Spider Valve MK2.
Interesting. Wow. Which EVH was it? Just curious.
Yeah. Hey, Case. Hello.
What's going on, Case? That's right, Case.
Yeah. And then Aaron says, Frank, when is the 3.0 releasing? Everybody wants to know.
Yeah, you guys are going to scare Frank out of here.
That's right. And Frank wants to give Tone Wars the scoop.
Frank's in hiding. He's hiding right now. Everybody, he even goes to the grocery store and they're like, hey, 3.0, Frank, when's it hitting? Frank's going to move into a cave soon.
It's his own fault.
Yeah, that's what you get for making us wait, Frank.
Yes. All right. We're up.
We are caught up.
There's 38 people here. Hi.
Oh, cool.
38 of you.
Awesome.
If any of you are my friends that never chat in the live chat. Hi.
You know what's funny though is there's probably almost twice as many as that, because there's a lot of people that aren't signed into YouTube that still watch.
Yeah, you have to be signed in for the number to show up.
For the number to show up. Yeah. So it's probably almost twice as many.
Make a profile and sign in so we can see you.
We can see everybody. Yeah. But hey, if not, that's fine. We're just glad you're here.
Yeah.
We're always tickled pink when people show up. You know, we really are. We try to make it worth everyone's while.
But say hi, because we'll say hi back.
Yeah, exactly. We don't bite.
Well, sometimes.
Well, unless you're a plate full of eggs. We bit those pretty good before we went live, didn't we?
Let's see. Andrew Stonerock says, I'm not sure. Miss May I used it on Warp Tour 2015.
Warp Tour? Okay. Yeah, my I don't know. Because some of the earlier, well, I shouldn't say earlier, but there was a couple EVH amps. I've had them down here. They're a little brittle on the top end. I felt that they recorded well, at least when I had them down here. I preferred them mic'd up than in the room. But they're a little harsh for me. They're a little brittle in the room. But like I said, when I mic'd them up, I felt like they were good. But I mean, to each their own regarding guitar tone. Everybody's got different tastes, so I totally get it. I use like tonight I'm using the 421 and SM57 combined together on the same speaker cabinet. So, and I feel like I got the sweet spot. I almost want to weld the mics to the grill. I don't want to move them because they're so good.
You bump them and they're the
good. Yep. So, that's sacred ground over there by the speaker cabinet.
That's right. He's like, watch yourself.
Don't be walking near my speakers.
Mule Blues, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
He says, hit the like button.
Hit the like. Oh, yeah.
You can X out of the live chat, hit the like button like I just did, and then go right back into the live chat.
Just like hit the lights, hit the likes. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, are you ready for your reveal?
Yes, let's do the reveal.
Here comes.
Yeah, so you guys ready to find out which are my favorite amps so far? Because the year's not over yet. So far. Huh?
What, you want me to do something? I did a drum roll.
Oh. I was going to say, play some, like, swanky music or something.
I mean, I can.
You can?
Let's see.
Yeah, let's
what
see.
Can we
find
find
some swanky music to play.
Are we going to get, are you going to get demonetized?
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Don't play it. All right, so
backing out.
Forgot about that.
Cancel
swanky music. So, all right, so here we go.
You only get demonetized for me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing this nice and slow because that's how everybody likes it. Oh, it stopped. Look at that. Somebody got it right. I think it might have been Jay.
Because he cheats.
Because he cheated. He was here yesterday.
Yeah.
There we go.
You even gave him a little, like, toss.
Yeah, a toss of the towel.
You're such a dork.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to play these both. I already sound checked them and everything, and I'm going to play them both in a mix for you. Now, I will say this, like, so let me give a quick, run through of why. And again, year's not over. We're in July, so I mean, there's.
Gosh, it's not over yet.
Yeah, there's more. I know. I know. Drink more. But the thing is the thing I love about the EVH, which is what I'll start with, is like Andrew said earlier, like it was hard for him to get a good tone out of it, and again. There's plenty of people that really love that amp, and it's great. So again, to each their own. But the Stealth 50 watt is the best EVH that I feel they've ever made. I mean, there's no brittle top end. It sounds absolutely amazing in the room, which Jay and Steve Shaheen, when they came over, they both were like, wow. In fact, Steve bought one.
Yeah. He
went straight home that night and ordered one and got it, I think he got it today.
Yeah.
He tagged me in the post. He's like, here we go.
Which one did he buy again?
The EVH Stealth.
The EVH Stealth.
Yeah, I honestly think the EVH Stealth, if you're a metal player or even a hard rock player or whatever, it should be in everyone's collection.
I can't wait till you get it lit up.
Yeah, I'm going to get it backlit, which Steve Irvin helped me. He sent me some links to some stuff.
If they don't know, like, the crisscrosses are solid, but it's mesh.
Yeah, it's mesh.
In those darker spots.
Yeah.
So any light.
Yeah, you could backlight it, and you know, I think it would look cool with a rich purple shining through. I think it'd just be like freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So we gonna do that.
Yeah, or
you know,
red.
Well, I'm
or
gonna get a multicolor light
or
strip.
Orange.
Orange.
Or green.
Yes, Tommy. Anything you want to keep cool.
We can make it match the set.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be all color coordinated. So now
I noticed you have a new shelf there.
Yeah, I do. We'll talk about that in a minute. In a minute.
Who said that's shut up, Gary?
No.
Shut it.
It's fine. So, what the thing that I noticed about this amp is that the top end is not brittle like the other ones. It's perfect. It's like if EVH could make a top end in an amp, they actually conquered that on the Stealth here, the 50 watt. It's perfect. It's got a grainy texture. It's still got that little bit of dryness, but it's actually a little more chewy and a little wetter than all of their other amps. There's a chewiness and a little bit of a wetness there that I like. But it still has that grainy texture on top, so it's kind of
like a strawberry.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to help you. Yeah, it's like a strawberry. Yeah.
It's grainy, chewy, and wet.
What would we put in your eggs?
You did it, not me. Paul Smith says, "I'm surprised the EVH beat your Kraken though."
Oh, the Kraken is still amazing, but I have to pick two, right? So it was like, well, it sucks picking things to win, but
I mean, the Kraken came in third.
Yeah, it did. Came in third. But let me just say this, like the clean channel on the EVH is the best that I've heard on any EVH amp. It's minimally as good as the EL34, if not better. It might even be the same, I don't know, but it's very good, very usable. Channel 2, they finally got Channel 2 right. Some EVH amps, Channel 2 sounded okay, but it didn't have enough gain, didn't have enough aggression. So a lot of guys like me were like, I can't play that. There's not enough... there's not enough stuff there. It's not aggressive enough or gainy enough. So I have to use Channel 3 for everything, which is either too much for rhythms or not enough for leads. And I got to find that sweet spot that kind of suits both, but isn't ideal. So I'm really paying for one channel, and a lot of them didn't have a good clean. So a lot of people just bought the EVH for the red channel. So you're spending $1,200 to $1,500 for one channel, which isn't ideal. This blue channel, perfect. They finally got it right, in my opinion, for my taste anyways, and a lot of people like me. So it's a lot of people that are like me. Don't get that wrong. A lot of people like me. And
that's what it
if you want to come to my parade I'm having for myself next week, it's at 8 o'clock on Saturday.
We'll be serving strawberries.
Exactly. But so, again, to reiterate, it's a lot of people like me that play like me and think like me would love that channel. It's perfect. It's the best blue channel they've ever come up with, because you can actually use it for rhythms for the first time, and honestly, it's aggressive enough and saturated enough. You can actually use it for leads if you like it. The pinch harmonics on it are perfect. They're amazing. They're juicy. They're full. They're not cold. And then the red channel is like Armageddon. I mean, it's like freaking it's just awesome, Tons of gain. I have the gain at just over noon. It's probably like, 12:30, you know what I mean? Just over. It's between noon and 1, because I'm doing leads with it. And the harmonics, the pinch harmonics for the rhythm notes, if you want to use it for a rhythm, they're not as juicy as the blue channel, but it doesn't matter. That's what the blue channel's for, is rhythms. But
like blueberries.
Yeah, exactly.
You want strawberries, not blueberries.
Exactly. Whatever she says. So the red channel is perfect for leads and all that. And honestly, if you want to use it for a rhythm, you can as well. It's got MIDI, and it sounds great. It's extremely affordable. It looks cool. And I almost bought an EVH a couple months ago, as I just didn't want to wait. And I'm like, no, just wait, because everything that I heard about the Stealth was like telling me you're going to regret it if you buy anything else, and then you're going to be stuck with that. So I waited, and I'm so glad. I bought it sight unseen pretty much. I didn't plug into one ever. I just took a chance, and I plugged into it, and actually I did it live. I did a live stream with it, and it was freaking awesome. And I've dialed it in further since then.
Did you have moments with it?
Yeah, I did. It was great. But I've dialed it in further since then and actually perfected the tone for my taste anyways, and it just works. Totally works for me.
Great. Well, we have Steve Strummer that joined us.
Hey, what's up?
From the UK.
From the UK. What's going on, man?
There you go. And Jeff Cornell was back when we were talking about lighting your amp. He was like, "Pimp your amp."
I'm gonna pimp my amp.
Pimp your amp show.
Hell yeah, we're gonna get an alarm system on it, curb feelers. We're doing it all, man. Backup camera.
Rod ESP says, "Hello, can you post those links for the backlighting? Do you have a?"
Oh, I don't have them on me to post. You know what I can do? After the show, I'll post them in the description of this video.
He's not going to do that.
No, I will.
He's not going to do that.
I will. They're on Amazon. So you just look up battery-operated LED light strip. And then you can find it on Amazon. So, and what you do is, Steve was telling me he had a great tip, because I was like, how do you wire it in? Because I don't want to wire it in, you know, and not knowing electronics and stuff. He's like, just get the battery-operated one, because LEDs do not take a lot of power at all.
Right.
So I'm like, well, that's a great idea. And he actually sent me pictures of how he hooked his up, and he attached the battery pack to the back of the amp, and it attaches. It's just a nice, neat little package, and it looks awesome. And it's got a remote, and you can turn the. I mean, I'm familiar with the LED stuff. I use it on my right here. You know, that's got LED strips in it. But with this amp, I wanted to get something that I didn't have to hook to the amp. There's a way to hook it to the amp to draw power from it, but I'm not going to mess with that. So with the battery operated ones, it's awesome, and it looks killer. It really does. It looks awesome. So
Hey, Scott Fulmer, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you both. I learned so much about gear, and as working musicians, I totally trust your opinions. I'm convinced to buy the 50-watt EVH. Hey, man, anytime I can give you advice about gear, I'm all about it.
No, we're happy to do it. Thank you so much. And honestly, dude, you will not go wrong with the 50-watt EVH. It literally is one of those amps that should be in everybody's collection, because like I said, all three channels are as good as they get. It really is. There's no exceptions there at all.
Gravel Rocks is here. He says, and I got one and backlit it and blamed the purchase on Gary.
That's right. That's who I was talking about, Steve.
I think he owes me a pair of shoes for that.
Yeah, you got to get her a pair of boots, man. That's how we work here.
There it is.
Don't you clear your throat at me.
I don't remember getting boots for those two things over there.
You haven't sent me the links.
I
ain't buying you boots without you picking them out.
I gotta wait for the fall. The sandals are...
Oh, you're going to wait for the more expensive ones?
Gonna wait for the fall to come.
Great.
And I get like 3 at once. Yes.
They're coming out with these diamond-coated ones? Yeah.
Marty 5 says, did you hug the EVH Stealth at unboxing like the Mesa?
Yes, I did. I gave it a nice sniff, too.
Turd.
I did. I gave it a nice new amp smell sniff. I mean, I sure did. Yep, just watch the video. I totally did it. Well, they probably want to hear it, right?
Get to it.
Yeah, so let's get to hearing. This is the blue channel on the EVH Stealth.
Oh, yeah, Steve Shaheen says he loves the blue channel.
Oh, dude, the blue channel is it doesn't get any better for a blue channel. It's the best. Steve. Yeah, what's up? Good to see you here. So, the difference between the blue channel on the Stealth and the EL34 is the blue channel on the Stealth it's just tight, percussive, aggressive, crunchy. It's very percussive and responsive, and it's not muddy like the one on the EL34. That thing is just a muddy turd. It just is. It's as if you plugged your guitar into a turd. There it is, and you start playing, and you're like, sounds like what I plugged it into. It was terrible. The red channel's great, green channel great, blue channel, no.
Scott, I would totally do a show on spirits and boots, but he's got to pony up and see some boots to talk about.
Yeah, get your wives on, and you guys will all kill me afterwards. Like, I want those boots. Why don't you buy me some? Next thing you know, we lost all our subscribers. We got to start all over again.
Right.
All right, so let me fire this up. I just want to make sure my volume's down so I don't scare everybody here. There we go. Wait for that hiss to come in.
Oh, let me just in case.
You guys ready to ride the lightning? All right, so let me just play a couple chuggy chugs here, and we'll have a little chat, and I'll do a couple mixes. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And that's with the Tone Sovereign overdrive from the HX Effects in there. And I used to be a pedal only guy, you know, for the overdrives. I used to be like, pedals are the best, blah, blah, blah. But I found a neat trick that really works on the Tone Sovereign in the, you know, either the Helix or the HX Stomp or HX Effects. When you put it in front of an amp, you don't miss your pedal anymore. It's like, it's perfect. I don't miss my pedals at all anymore.
You know, I was going to go back and look for viewer comments while you were playing, and I feel like they should all be read. I kept going back to your Soldano
I told you, there's
episode,
some good ones.
Like, how do you even decide?
Well, you can, you know, I'm going to play a mix. We're just going to go. I'm going to play a mix, and the effects are supplied by the HX Effects, and I'll go over those in a few. I'm using a modulated delay tonight. I just think it sounds pretty freaking cool. So pretty freaking cool. So let's do a mix. And so during the rhythms, I will be using the blue channel. During the leads, I will try to remember to click over to the red channel.
Do you have a drive in front or no?
Oh yeah, it's the Tone Sovereign in the HX Effects. I haven't met an amp yet that doesn't need to be slammed with an overdrive, at least for my playing style. You know, I slam every amp with an overdrive. It's just the way it is with me. So it's being pushed. But that's actually a good thing. Because here's the thing, if you have an amp that's so tight that you don't quote unquote need an overdrive, it might not be to your taste as far as how tight it is or not. You know, some people would want more fullness or more aggression. That's why I had a guy, remember Jeremy? He's passed on. Yeah, he used to build amps. I had him on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was an amp builder and in the area, and I had him on, and I talked to him. And this is like 4 or 5 years ago. I was like, hey, you know, why don't you guys build amps that, you know, you have an overdrive built in? He goes, the number one reason why we don't do that is because the overdrive that we put in there is going to be to maybe 20% of the people's taste. 80% of the people are going to complain about it and say, why did you do that? I want my own overdrive pedal. That's why there's so many overdrive pedals out there. And I was like, the more you know. And the little rainbow came across, and I'm like, yeah, okay, right. I get it, you know. So, and he was right. He was 100% right.
They can make money selling overdrives.
Yeah, well, there's that too. But, I mean, the main reason is the overdrive should be a separate thing, you know, so that you can have it dialed into your taste. The last thing I ever want to hear before I go on stage is, hey, dude, I dialed in your overdrive for you, and I even chose it. I'd be like, hang on. We're not starting the show
yet.
Just
like that one show where somebody took your iPad and you saw him.
Oh my God. I was up there getting pantsed in front of everybody because of that. Yeah, that sucked.
It was really fun mixing your band.
Yeah, I was like, you mixed us? Yeah, man. I'm like, oh, all right. All right, you better run.
Jared has a control problem.
No, I have a problem with dialing in a band perfectly and then have somebody else just sit there and
that's the wonderful things about our board, is that you can dial us in perfectly the way you want. He walks the room before every show. Yep. He's got his little iPad and he's doing the things.
Right here. Yep. And once it's done, it's sacred ground. Do not touch it. No
touching. Don't look at it.
Yep. Don't even look at it. In fact, if the room starts on fire, that's the only time you can touch it. Other than that,
leave it alone.
Yep, leave it alone.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a mix. Let's do the Sphinx. Let me mute the mic, and here we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Freaking killer amp.
Aaron Lucas says, goodness, that riff smacks in the beak so hard my great-grandchildren are going to come out walking sideways with a stunner. That is good. I love that.
Thanks, man. It's just such a good...
Did you say that we can't use this one as a song?
We can.
Okay. I thought, which is the one that you were like, it's sacred ground for Tone Wars?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to think about that one. Yeah, but
not this one though. I love this one.
It's a fun song. It's a fun song to play. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, so effects provided by Line 6 HX Effects, and I thought they sounded good. You know.
Marty 5 says, "There's that Tone Wars Sphinx stank face wheel."
Yeah, I should call it the Stanks.
My girlfriend Jen's in here.
Oh man, what's going on?
Hey Jen, it's first time I think, unless she watches without
incognito.
Incognito, but yeah.
Good to see you here. Yeah, my pants are.
Her son is on a camping trip this week, so she gets adult time.
Oh man, well hey. Raise a glass.
Right. Thanks for sharing your adult time with Tone Wars.
Cheers to you and everybody else here. Mm-hmm.
Jen and I were talking about getting tattoos earlier.
Uh-oh.
Not together, but just...
Oh, you're going to do the old...
She's got a Fran.
You gonna go out drinking one night and go home with a bunch of...
No drinking before tattoos. I'm gonna be a nervous mess though. Holy mo! I definitely need somebody to hold my hand.
Yeah.
I get all like...
Yeah, you get kind of nervous.
I do. I sang through my last tattoo to help distract me. I did. The guy was like, I'm like, do you mind? Is this bothering you? He's like, just don't move.
Yeah,
it's fine,
just
don't move.
That's funny, man.
Frank Rashad, awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Berserkerland Studio says Carrie should walk like an Egyptian while Jared's ripping.
That's the thing. Every time I play this song now, you got to do some Egyptian stuff. Yeah, it does have an Egyptian feel. That's why I called it the Sphinx. It's just like, oh, duh. Why not call it that? You know, it just works. You know. Yeah. So I mean, that's just like. So you had two channels there that you heard. You had the blue on the rhythms, and then the red on the leads. What I like is the voicing's pretty much the same-ish. It's very close. It's like almost twins, but not. Like, you know what I mean? It's like boy-girl twins, you know what I mean? So they're twins, but it's, you know, they're a little different. And it's just got more gain. Like, there's so much gain there, and I love the fact that it sustains for days. It's just got plenty of sustain and support for all the stuff that I'm playing. And I just love it. There we go. Switch to channel 1 there. I love how much gain it has for leads, and I'm not so many amps that I've had down here. There's either one channel that I like, or it only has like a clean and a dirty, and I got to make the dirty channel tight enough for rhythms, but saturated enough for leads. And I'm always like sacrificing on both ends. With this amp, there's no sacrifices. Seriously, for $12.99, you get an amp that just does everything, and it does it as good as...
$12.99?
Yeah, yep, and it does it as good as EVH will do it. And again, MIDI, it's got MIDI, it'll switch channels. I'm going to get to programming the HX effects with it soon, and it'll work it, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to work it. Yeah, so...
You got another one to play?
Yeah, you know what? I do. Let me do the Catacombs here, since I got the purple guitar.
I think that was the one. I think Catacombs. Was that the one that... No, that's our old song.
Yeah, it's an old song that I converted into an instrumental. Might have been Sphinx.
I'm sorry, I have to sing in that one.
Well, if we can make it work, I'm all for it, man. All right, so it's going to be the Catacombs, so here we go.
Oh, I always want to finish. There was such a bad
it was
finish to the song.
That was a great song when we had it in the band.
Everybody's digging it. Frank is like, dude, with a bunch of exclamation points. Dude! Exclamation points.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a great song. It's just got a lot of different elements to it, you know.
My friend Jen, her husband's name is George, said, George just said he's shredding it.
Shredding it!
Yes! Oh, Marty 5 says, Carrie, are you going to sing tonight? One of your originals so the YouTubes don't take your money.
You know what? We should work on some of that stuff again. We have some that we can do, and we've actually done them before. We should bring them back so you can sing.
Yeah.
I love practicing with her, so we can totally do it.
I mean, if you want to do, I could do the one we're practicing on Mondays. I don't know if you're ready for it, but...
which one?
The, why do you ask me the names on the spot? You know my brain farts on that.
The Evanescence one?
No, not the Evanescence one. Our original. The, hey, somebody's calling you.
Yeah.
George's getting a phone call.
Getting a phone call.
The drinking one with a cup of... What's the name of the one?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
The one that we're playing with John on Monday nights. The one that he learned. Our original.
Eternal Deception?
Eternal Deception. I gotta remember. ED, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. That's what it's called. That's what it's about, too. Oh, my God. Well, you derailed the chat, just so you know. Totally. Here we go.
ED.
Here we go.
Eternal Deception, otherwise known as
ED.
Yeah,
oh,
I could sing that if you have, but if you're not ready,
I don't have all this. You know, we got it. You talking acoustically?
No, we got a backing track.
Yeah, but I don't have it without your vocals on it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we do, but it would be no bass.
No bass.
Yeah, it would sound poopy. So
okay.
No.
Well, maybe John could come on, or
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Absolutely, we'll figure it out. It'll be fun.
Next week, I'll sing a song next week. Tonight's all about
my amps. Tonight's amp night. But yeah, it's a great suggestion.
Frank
we can make
is
that
like,
happen.
Carrie. Thrash Pit 66. Who's that? I've never seen your name before.
Oh, well,
welcome. Pit.
Welcome to the chat.
He says, take a look at Amp Clap. They make mounts to mount mics on guitar cabs.
Oh yeah, I actually have the amp clamp, but they also have, I can't remember the name of it, but I have a clamp on my my cab. It's not the one that mounts to the cab, like wraps around. It's the one that you screw on underneath and you slide the mic stand to. That's what I use on my cabs. But yeah, great suggestion. There's some great options for you. The only one, so I got one mic on that, and the other one's on a stand for now for when I do profiles in the show. But yeah.
One serious question.
Sure.
Jeff Cornell, what is the gain on the Blue Channel?
Gain on the Blue Channel is 3 o'clock. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I'm ready for all the gain shamers right now. Like, bro, that's high, bruh. You know, but here's the thing. The Blue Channel doesn't have. It's got enough gain for guys like me. Okay. But you do have to turn it up a little more. Like, there's guys like Jay was over the other night. He had it at noon, and for what Jay does, it works fine. For me, I love the saturation. I love the richness for what I do. I don't do a ton of really fast-picking things. So
except for the last song you did. Everybody's like, damn.
Well, the leads, yeah. But I mean, but for the rhythms, I'm a chunky guy. I like doing the big, fat, chunky notes, you know. So for that, I like the saturation because I love a little bit of stuff underneath the cut, you know.
Scott Fulmer says, I need to marry a woman who will let me buy any amp and guitar I want. Buy her some shoes.
Yeah. Just get her some shoes, man.
You get what you want. She gets what she wants.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Hey, that's what they say. Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally how it works.
And if it's not shoes, jewelry.
Yeah.
Vacay.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, jewelry can get kind of expensive.
Shoes can get expensive.
Yeah, but jewelry? Come on now, unless it's cubic zirconias.
Let's see. $1,200.
Yeah.
800, 500.
Yeah, this is 1590 or 1700. You know, this is 12.99.
Pretty sure I can get some gold and diamonds.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways.
and then he said, but I would give it up to make her happy.
There you go.
Very
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Or you could just get her shoes. Whatever works, man. But, so that's basically... let me play some riffs on channel 3 just so they can hear that. It's going to be a little overly saturated for, rhythms, but at least you get to hear the difference.
When you say overly saturated, what do you mean?
A little too much gain for a rhythm channel. But again, I have it dialed in for a lead.
Yeah.
Now, before I do that, though, I'm going to turn the gain down to, let's just say 10 o'clock on channel 2, on the blue channel. So you guys can hear the gain so I'm going to go 10 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, and all the way up.
And what's your favorite?
My favorite's 3 or all the way, because honestly, the gain on the blue channel is all usable. Okay. So you can turn it all the way up, and it's not overly saturated.
So
it's
you're
just
going to
all
start
usable.
At not your favorite, and get to your favorite.
Well, I'll go past my favorite.
Yeah.
But, so 10 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, all the way up. So here we go. So as you heard, it's all usable. It just depends on what kind of music you're playing. So even all the way up, it's not overly saturated.
And it still sounds like a guitar.
Yeah, it still sounds like a guitar. So it's... Thank God. But even all the way up, it's not overly saturated. So that's what I like about it. It's not like, oh God, it's all just nasty there. It really isn't. It's about as good as it gets. It really is. And it's still tight.
David Wells says he's tuning in from Scotland.
Oh,
I've got roots in Scotland.
Yeah.
My mother's maiden name is McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. She's a Highlander.
Yeah, my cousin is super into. He found what our.
Your lineage?
I'm not gonna know. Yeah, what the official term is, but like our plaid, whatever that's called. He found
crest.
Our family crest.
Yeah,
or
the family
plaid,
crest.
whatever. Each family has a.
Yeah.
Certain material. It's platy.
Maybe
that's why I like flannel so much.
Could be. Yeah, she's got a thing for flannel.
Yeah, it's that he's been watching all your old live streams during quarantine, and
thank you.
He said the stream is always at 11, the live stream, so a great way to end the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, David.
Very much appreciate that. Thank you, and welcome.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you.
And tell me what it's called. What's your family?
I think it's crest or whatever.
I think the crest is like the emblem with the lions or the flower.
Oh, there's a color thing. Oh, I got it. Yeah. So it's separate. Okay.
Yes. Jay says gain at noon or 11 o'clock on the blue channel worked great for what I do.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what's nice about this amp is it works for everyone.
So if you're a more boring guitar player, that's what you can do.
She kids. Yeah, so just depending. Well, Jay likes that man, you should hear this guy pick. He was over yesterday, and he was like picking all this crazy, and I'm like, I thought the strings were gonna melt. I mean, he's picking so fast. I'm like, dude.
It was the alcohol.
No, I don't know what it was, but he was going nuts on those strings, and they were getting red. I mean, it was like, so I get why he likes a tighter gain setting, because you can hear every intricate thing that he was doing perfectly. Yeah. And I was like, wow, man. So for guys like that works. I'm more of a chunky guy, so I want more saturation. So
Jay said the Mesa, however, was awesome on every setting we tried. Can't wait to add that to my studio.
Yeah, the Mesa is freaking killer. It really is. So there's the EVH. It's just a quick run through. No, I'm gonna
like, ouch, Jeff Cornell, ouch. I joke.
So let me do the red. Okay, so I'll do the red channel, and the gain on the red channel is I'm not kidding you. It's just a hair over noon. And I'll adjust it for you. I'll do the same thing. I'll go 9 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, and all the way up on the red channel. So let me just switch it to 9 o'clock now. The red channel is just evil. It's pure evil. Hang on 1 second. Here we go. Hang on, I was turning the wrong knob. I'm like, why does this keep getting higher in pitch? I was turning the treble knob. I can't see really good right now, so.
Oh, we didn't bring your glasses again.
Yeah. All right. I found the gain knob. Oh my God! I'm like, why does that sound so weird? All right, here we. Bloopers. Here we go. Oh, good Lord. So, goodness, yeah, that's a lot of gain. So I keep it just at past noon. I can't believe I turned the highs.
It's not working.
I gotta get my glasses down here. I can't see anything.
Chase said, "No more boots for Carrie." Gotta be nice. Be nice to the friends.
Be nice to the friends.
Be nice to the friends, Carrie. And then David chimed back in. He said, "It's your family clan is like the emblem."
Oh, okay.
And then the material is called the tartan.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
It is good to know.
It is good to know.
And then Gravel Rocks with MXR10 band EQ in the loop. It's like a wall of 3D sound.
Oh, it's probably insane. Yeah, probably totally insane.
Oh, I missed one from him too earlier. I think anything past 9 on red is too much. Going to get a words. Going to get a Fortin Zool. Supposed to be the best noise gate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good noise gate. It's a very good noise gate.
And then he said with Mixer 10 band EQ in the loop, it's like a wall of 3D sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm at noon on the red channel because, again, I'm playing leads on it.
You got an Arnold request. I interrupted.
Arnold.
Sorry, because I got super excited. This is my favorite time. From Jay. Arnold, please, with EVH, to invent a turquoise channel that makes your biceps bigger when you play.
Arnold, what?
To invent a turquoise channel that makes your biceps bigger when you play.
Arnold's supposed to ask EVH to do this?
Yeah.
Oh. Turquoise?
Turquoise channel. His rules, not mine.
Okay.
He's giving you $5 for it.
This is all on the spot here, so I gotta figure this stuff out. Okay, so on the EVH amplifier, you have 3 channels right now, Maria. Yeah, so you have the sissy little green channel.
Yeah.
It's for sissy players.
But Maria doesn't talk like this.
Exactly, unless she has a cold, which you do not have right now. So you have the sissy blumbity blum, blabbity blah stuff you play on here. For singing little nursery rhyme songs in the green channel. So like if you're a girly man with spaghetti arms, you'll use that. When you go to the blue channel, it's 2. Channel 2 is blue. It's how you remember it. And so you plug in there, and it's huge. It has so many big gainy type things going on. So much aggression, just like me. And then you go to the channel 3, and there's just tons of saturation and gain and all kinds of things going on. So what we need is a turquoise channel. I don't know what it would sound like, but I just want a turquoise channel. I think it would make your arms bigger, just like this here. Turquoise. This is what I'm asking for, EVH. You need to get a channel that looks like this, so get to the chopper and go make it now. Do it now. There's a bomb. Do it. Get out of here now. Do it.
Just say turquoise, Arnold.
Turquoise.
Jay says, I think Arnold saying turquoise is funny.
Turquoise. Turquoise.
You're really good at that.
No, all right. Well,
seriously, it's like
whiskey.
my favorite part of the show.
It's the whiskey. It really is. I got to give credit to the whiskey. But so that's basically that. I mean, it's a great amp. It's so if anybody's out there like wondering, well, I heard the Stealth just hit the stores, and wonder if I should get one. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna be happy with it, because again, there's no channel on here that you're like, oh, I wish it was this way. It really is. It's all usable. You're not wasting your money on anything. Like, every channel is completely usable for whatever it is that you want to do. It really is. It's a great amp. It's very versatile. Especially if you're a rock or metal player. Perfect amp for you. Especially if you're a big fan of EVH stuff.
Gunnerman 54. So, thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
He says, if you have profiled the EVH, how does it sound and feel from the real one?
Oh, good question. And I did a tester profile of it, and let me put my email in here.
David thought you were absolutely hilarious. And Gravel Rock says he's got a new request. He wants you to start doing Ozzy impressions.
I'll have to work on Ozzy. I'll have to work on Ozzy. I'll see what I can do. Thank you.
Just don't pronounce anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to do.
No, that sounds like Rocky. Sounds like Sylvester Stallone.
No, that's what Ozzy sounds like. He just mumbles. So what I did is I put my email address in here. So if you want, just contact me and I'll send you. I did one tester profile of the EVH, and it came out really good. It was freaking awesome. So I'll send it to you if you want. You can try it out. Yeah, these amps profile really well. I mean, they always come out really good. So.
Jay says, I feel like Warm Chord Music is the official sponsor for the Arnold impression segment.
It kind of is. Kind of is, yeah, for sure.
For $50 a month,
you
too can sponsor an impression.
What is that, Cameo? I'm on Cameo now. I do stupid impressions and make fun of people. So that basically covers the EVH, right? I mean, we did 2 mixes. I did a couple, not a full in-depth review, but high marks for me, for whatever that's worth. I highly recommend the amp to anybody that loves that kind of music. It's got tons of texture, too. Whoops. Can you imagine double tracking the EVH in a mix and how much texture there would be? It's just, every pick strike, it just scrapes across those strings, and there's so much scrapey, like, awesome goodness, just grainy, aggressive attack on the notes, and I just... And without all of that extra hair and like brittle brash kind of stuff going on, it's just very, very. It's just a great texture. I love it, and it's very well balanced. So
your words.
My words. I know I'm kind of wordy. Yeah.
Anthony Bidet. Is that how you say your name? Bidet.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I got the EVH Stealth 50 watt. It's a great amp, but I'm noticing they got really hot.
They get really hot? Oh, I haven't noticed that yet. I don't play it super loud yet. I mean, me and Jay we were throwing down with it the other day at the house, and I didn't really check to see how hot it was. Good.
He's
good
got the
point.
air cranked though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's.
Yeah, I got the air cranked, and it's pretty loud down here, but it's not unbearable, you know.
Well, you've got blankets and stuff covering it too. That helps. Well, you mean that? I was talking about your speaker, but that.
Yeah, the amp. Talking about the amp.
Is it hot?
No, not really. It's fine, but I don't have it cranked up that high, though. I mean, I got the volume at 9 o'clock. So it's at 9 o'clock on it down here. So.
Jeff said you get 4.5 biceps out of 5.
4.5 biceps out of 5.
I love it. You want to do the viewer comments, or do you want to?
Yeah. Go ahead and do that, and okay. I'm gonna switch these around. Okay. In fact, let me take a quick break if I can.
Well, fart in a bucket.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do that on.
Do you want me to still do the viewer comments?
Yeah. So you can read them.
I can read them, but I can't comment on them.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
I can say thank you for your comment.
Yeah, let me switch these, and I'll be right back, okay?
And you guys feel free to ask me questions. I know there's a bit of a delay, and so feel free to talk to me.
So I'll switch these first to give you a minute to get some comments.
Yeah. So I went back to your Soldano episode.
Yes, that was a great episode.
MB Gmail says, it's harsh and fizzy sounding here, not a great tone.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Party pooper. You potty pooper.
You're the potty pooper.
The Chicago Todd says, so when is yours being delivered? Maybe go for the 30 watt. My understanding is that Mike says it's supposed to be exactly the same, just less power. But you love your EVH and your boogie.
Well, I haven't. Let's see here. Make sure I got all this stuff hooked up right here.
And then Mark, do you say Mark Mayhem? Mark Meme?
Meme. Yeah.
What a beast. Way out of my price range, though. $4,000 seems a little too steep in my opinion.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, okay? One second, all right?
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
Iceman7511 says, wow, I was really surprised how good the slow sounded. I was definitely in the overpriced, underfeatured camp before, but it really proved itself here. Would you ever do a comparison between this and the slow synergy module? Be nice to see if you could get most of the way there for 1/10 of the price. Great show. Yeah, we were talking about him doing the comparison between the two, for sure. I'm going to switch back over to the live chat and see if any of you have asked me questions. It's just going to take me a second to get there. Did you just say fart in a bucket? I sure did. That's from you, Mofo. Hi, man. I did say fart in a bucket. That's, I don't know. It's just one of my sayings. I also, what's the other one that I say all the time? Flopping around like a boated carp. Stop flopping around like a boated carp. My kids hear that all the time. Jay says, I noticed some face melting yesterday. Yeah. Yep. When Jared's around, there'll be some face melting. Any other questions? I'm going to go back to the other viewer comments. I don't have any boring stories to tell you this time. Oh, I heard the door, so I don't even have to do that.
Yeah, that was quick. I said to get a refresher.
Did you hear? You mofo asked me, did you just say fart in a bucket?
Hey, man, good to see you here. I haven't seen him here in a couple episodes. Good to see you, man.
All right, let me go back to the Soldano review. Did you ever do the comparison?
I did. I haven't finished editing it. So I put it up against the EVH. Yeah, so that episode is coming.
Not against the EVH, the Soldano against the fake
Kraken?
Soldano. Against the...
the synergy. No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't have a chance. But okay, so let's go to the first.
What you talking about? You didn't have a chance.
I didn't have a chance.
What you talking about?
I have a pressure washing business, and I've been very busy.
So many people want that.
Yeah, I know. I'll get a chance to do it again.
Really?
I got a friend that's got a 30 watt, so we can shoot those out. Yep. Yeah. So all right. So.
All right.
First comment was, it sounds fizzy. I couldn't disagree more. I mean, that Soldano that night that I had it on here was definitely one of the best recorded, like mic'd up tones I've heard in a long time. It was definitely very good. It was great. I don't know what that, the thing is sometimes you get trolls, right? You just get people that want to just come in and drop a turd and leave. And it's
they
like
want to fart in a bucket. And
And you know what? Whatever. You know, I mean, he's the only person that thought that, and I don't even think he believed it himself. He was probably
Maybe he was listening on some poor speakers.
Well, yeah, sometimes that's the case, or sometimes people just want to leave a crappy comment and leave just because they just want to be that kind of person.
Yeah.
I know how to dial in an amp. I know how to mic an amp. I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? If something sounded fizzy and crappy, I probably wouldn't go live with it. The Soldano was one of the, I'm telling you guys, it's one of the best recorded tones I've used. Yep. I mean, is it the best? There's no such thing. They're all great. It's just, what are you in the mood for? Yeah. What fits that mix the best? You know, yada, yada, yada. So it was definitely a very enjoyable amp to mic up and play through. So, you know, that guy's wrong. So
just plain old wrong. Brett Shaver about the Soldano says, loved this amp so much I had to watch it again, dude. This is such a beast.
Yeah, well, thank you.
It has been and always will be the stuff legends are made of.
Yeah, it's a legendary amp. I mean, the thing is it's the sound. You know, you've heard the term comfort food, right? Yeah. Like we all like macaroni and cheese and hot dogs.
Have you seen me?
Yeah. Have we met?
Have we met?
Excuse me? I like some comfort food. But so we all have those things that we like to go back to, you know, like I said, like hot dogs, apple pie, like, you know, like
hot dogs.
Well, it's comfort food. Mac and cheese, you know, all this stuff. Okay, so you have all that stuff, and we have comfort tones, you know, stuff we grew up with. You know, we've listened to Soldanos on so many albums growing up, you know, and it's just like you hear that sound and you're like, it just draws you to it. It's nostalgic, it's familiar, it feels good to your ears and your heart and
like
your
a
soul.
Guitar.
Yeah.
Still.
But it's familiar, and there's a lot of people who want that sound because it's like, oh, if I could, because back then I was too young or couldn't afford an amp like that. But now that I'm, you know, able to afford that, I wish they were available, and now they are. So guys like Jeff, who was very kind and let me use it for the episode, I can't thank you enough. Guys like Jeff and other people will go after that and be like, I don't care, I want that, because it's like mac and cheese for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? It's like, I can have this for the rest of my life now, and it was worth every penny. And God bless guys who want that. You know, it's great.
I wanted to finish reading his. It's a little bit long, but you want me to finish reading it.
Okay.
He says, damn, dude, so freaking brutal, and your playing is always impeccable.
Oh, well, thank you.
Those solos are mind-blowing, and your riffage, dude, you're just a monster guitarist.
Oh, thank you.
I must admit that I've copped quite a few licks, and you just inspire me and my own playing so much. I can't thank you enough. He also said, you've helped me purchase some of the best gear I've ever had without getting all caught up in the hype of new gear mania. There's nothing more disappointing than buying a new piece of gear only to find out it doesn't measure up. Thank you for an honest, unbiased demo review of all the gear you share with us. Keep doing the good stuff.
Wow, man. Thank you so much, Brett. Thank you so much. That really means a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Seriously, I really like that. That's the kind of stuff that I like to hear, you know, because I literally do try to give people an unbiased but honest opinion about gear, you know, so that, because, man, you know, if you don't have your credibility, what do you have? You know, I mean, I don't want people buying stuff because I'm like some shilly guy just up here going, yeah, everything's good, you know, or whatever. I mean, you guys will know, like, if I think an amp is amazing, I'll freaking tell you. If I think it's pretty good, I'll tell you that too. But you can tell by my reactions if I play an amp. They're all real. I'm having a great time. It just comes out. I can't help myself, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's just the way it is. And I'm glad to help people get gear that would most likely work for them, you know? I mean, you know, because there's nothing worse than going on YouTube and going, oh my God, that sounds good. And there's so much doctoring done. That's why I go live. It really is, because I can't doctor up the sounds.
Sure.
You know, I mean, I guess there's probably some tricks some guys could do, like in the, you know, before it hits the airwaves, but I honestly don't do that. My mics are not, they're not EQ'd. There's no EQs. There's no compression. There's nothing. I just mic it the way I think it sounds good, and I go. That's it. There's no pre and post, nothing. Everything's as raw as you get it. The only thing that you're going to get on the show when I demo anything is the compression that YouTube just naturally puts on everything. And I can't do anything about that.
Right.
You know, so everything's raw. There's no Nobody's throwing money at me behind the scenes and going, hey man, just say it's great, read from the script. I don't do that. I'll tell you what I think. I really will. And I typically won't have stuff on the show that I think is garbage because I don't want to sit here and talk something down either and trash somebody. So I just won't have it on, you know. I want to keep it classy as much as I can anyways, you know.
Well, you have me on here, so.
Yeah, that's your job. So I can be an idiot and you'll just...
or vice versa.
You'll just make up for it all.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I got this hooked up right.
Sean Hockey, still about the Soldano, says, sorry I cut the show later, but amazing. And someone loaning out an amp brand new to you must be awesome. People,
oh, yeah.
You must be awesome people there. I'm loving the show and can't wait to tell my friends.
Wow, awesome.
Thank you. And please, all of you tell your friends.
Yeah, exactly. And he's right. Jeff Cornell is an awesome dude for letting me use the amp on the show. I got to play it before he did. I mean, how, like... Seriously, that is like super cool, man. So can't thank him enough. Like,
I gotta get back to the live feed now so I can see what you're saying. To sit through the commercial. Okay, where did I leave off? Did I say, well, fart in a bucket? Jen's like, well, fart in a bucket.
Well, fart in a bucket.
Marty 5, Carrie, dress up in your family tartan. That will show off the boots. I will not fart a lullaby.
I will not fart a lullaby.
All of the things that we said. It's the fart in the bucket. See, Frank Rashad says he agreed and the Soldano sounded awesome.
It did. It sounded great. It had a really nice... the top end on that amp was just magic. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yep. I can see why people go nuts over it. I really can. It's a good amp. It's a very good amp.
Frank Rashad says the one we own also sounds incredible. So that...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Line 6 actually modeled it for the Helix. So if you're interested in, you know, hearing it on a digital platform, I mean, the Helix has it, you know. So does the HX Stomp and the Pod Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try it out.
Frailty Live says, hey, I just found your channel, and he's liking it.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. We go live here every Sunday night at 7 and every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Yeah, unless I'm super busy and I can't, but I usually, 9 times out of 10, I'm live on Wednesdays. So every once in a while I
And he
one.
Puts it out in the community section. If he's not going live, we're always live on Sundays, but on Wednesdays... He'll put it in the community section.
Even if the power goes out, we're live on Sundays.
Remember when we went in the car?
Yeah, we had to sit in the car.
We sat out in the car and went live.
That was hilarious.
That was fun. We need to do another... we need to do Tone Wars.
Well, we're going to do it in the woods one of these days, too, on my trails.
I like it.
It's beautiful.
We have to do it in the fall. It can't sit out there.
No, not now. It's too hot.
Yeah, too hot.
Too hot.
I will melt.
Yeah. So will I. I don't like the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So the other amp that I so far is my favorite for the year is the Mark 525, and this amp is really special because it's got a lot of great tones that you can get out of it. It's very flexible. It has a lot of modes. It has the channel 1 can be either clean, fat, or regular, or it can be like a crunch channel. And there's, you know what I hate is when amps are going, oh, here's your crunch channel. And it's like, that's not a crunch channel. That's like a wimpy, crappy, that's a sissy crunch. It's not even a crunch. I don't even know what to call it. It's like baby crunch. I hate it. You know, it's like, it's gluten-free.
Oh, hey! Don't make fun of gluten-free. Did you turn the fan off?
No, it's on.
I'm the fan.
It's on. So it's not even crunchy. It's just kind of, you know. But with
that was a good one.
Yeah. But the crunch channel on channel 1, the crunch version of channel 1 on this amp is every bit as good as you would want it to be. It's got tons of great saturation and gain. It's tight, it's percussive, but you can turn the gain down if it's too much for you. You know, you can. If you want to be a little sissy boy, turn the gain down, and you can have your little sissy riffs. Oh, yeah, it's so sissy-like. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. So you can go higher, lower, whatever. It does everything you want it to do. Ask Jay. He's buying one now because he tried this thing out, and I'm not kidding you. It's
did
awesome.
Amy say it was okay?
Yeah. She so did.
What are you saying? Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did. Hey, I got extra room in the house if she says no. You can stay with me.
You can stay in the cat room.
Yeah.
The stinky cat room.
Stinky cat room. Okay, so and then channel 2 has 3 modes. It has the 2C plus. Okay, it has the Mark IV, and it also has an extreme mode where it just kind of opens up and gives up some of the compression, and it just has this huge bombastic sound. And there's gain and crunch for days, saturation as much or as little as you want. The tone is great, and it's got this awesome mastering EQ here that you can dial in and make it sound fantastic. So I mean, it's just a great amp. So many great tones you can get out of it, and the clean channel is definitely one of the best clean channels on the market.
Jay said he never thought I'd play through an amp I enjoyed playing as much as my Rev until I ripped through the Mesa last night. He said everything I look for in an amp, it has it.
Yeah, it's got it all. It really does. So if you're looking for a really versatile amp, then I think the Mark V is really for you. Now here's the other thing. It's a lunchbox amp. Look how small it is.
But do they come in red?
Yeah, you can get them in red. They got it's like a burgundy-ish kind of color that you can get them in. But it's close enough. But it doesn't weigh that much. And here's the thing. Most lunchbox amps sound small.
Yeah.
They have a very small, pointy, kind of wimpy sound to them. This does not sound like that. It's got a huge sound. I mean, Jay was... There's my nose again. Itchy. It's weird. I got an itchy nose tonight.
It's your gluten-free nose.
Exactly.
Stupid.
So Jay was playing it last night in the living room, and the whole living room was just filled with thunderous palm mutes. I mean, it was just so fat. That thing was dropping bombs, man. There's no
What'd you have for dinner?
Yeah.
Thunderous and
dropping bombs. But there was no small sounds coming out of this amp at all. It just sounded fat, full, percussive, tight, rich, everything. Everything you wanted out of an amp, but it had the Mesa Mark V version of all that, so.
Marty5 says, Jared, do you compare amps through load boxes like the 2 Notes Capture as well to quickly compare with different cabs and mic sims?
Great question. I use this. So, let me walk up to the camera real quick. So I use this because it actually carries a load, okay? And you can switch between 2 amps, and it has an effects loop, so you can use it with effects, everything. It's called the Head and Effects Loop Switcher, and it's made by Mesa, and this is one of the best things I ever bought, because you can switch between an amp instantly, and it carries a load, sends a signal to the same cab, and it allows you to do that. And a lot of times you'll think an amp sounds a certain way, and then you compare it to another one, and you'll be like, oh, well, and then you'll find which one you like better, and then you'll try to dial in the one that's kind of lacking to sound like the one that you like better as much as you can. And sometimes you can get it really close, and sometimes you can't, you know? And then at that point, it really helps you pick an amp, But all of my amps have just their own character that you like. And honestly, I'm at a point with my amps right now where I love all of them. It just depends on what mood I'm in. It's kind of like having, your favorite, like Thai food. We love Thai food. So we go to Siam Fusion. What's the thing that you like there?
The Thai peanut curry.
Yeah, the Thai peanut curry is amazing.
Double chicken.
Yep, exactly. Now, I love that too. But if they're out for the day, they just like, oh, we don't have Thai peanut curry today. Never happens, but let's just say they did. I'd be okay with Drunken Noodle. I would totally eat Drunken Noodle.
I like it, but it doesn't like me.
Yeah, that's right,
Soy
because it's not gluten-free, yeah.
Right.
So I love having the 5 menu items that I don't care. I can pick out, it's all a mood thing. I'm in the mood for this today. It's kind of how it is with the amps, right? It's like whatever I'm in the mood for, they're all great, Yeah. But my 2 favorites so far are these guys. These guys are amazing,
Christopher says, you've talked me into a couple amps now, but they are on hold. I'm saving to get that Enchanted Forest Majesty.
Ooh, that's the color.
Is it green?
Yeah, remember? That was the one.
Yes.
I almost bought that a couple years ago. I came this close, and I bought the Mesa cabs and the Sin 5050 instead. That was the year I chose that. But there's parts of me that are like, why didn't I get... Yeah, the Enchanted Forest is like the best color so far. It really is. I mean, the purple's nice, but...
Oh, the purple's perfect.
But I'm telling you...
Especially with this lighting scheme.
Yeah, it's great with the lighting. But the Enchanted Forest is definitely on my list, dude. I don't blame you.
Marty says, noise.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were the that must have come from somewhere. The noise.
Noise. It's from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
We should watch that skit afterwards. Then you'll get it. They have some good skits, man. All of Terry's on a plane. Yeah, responsibilist. Terry's on a plane. We got a shellax. Squeets. And some the substitute teacher.
Ooh, Frank says Thai peanut, chicken, and noodles. I'm hungry. Oh yeah.
That's the best, man. Thai
if they
peanut.
were open, they're closed on Sundays, aren't they?
No, they open after 5. No, they're open all day because we have lunch there sometimes.
That's right.
Yeah, that place.
What time
is
they
great.
close? They probably close now.
I don't know, but they good. That's the best Thai food here. Siam Fusion. It's the best.
White Lake.
Yep, White Lake, Michigan. The best. So let's hear the Mark V. I'm sure people are like, shut up and play. So I'll play a couple riffs on it, and I'll do a mix or two on this one as well, so we can compare them. Let me mute the mic. I hope I did this. I hooked it up right. So let's see. So yeah, there is. So there's that's channel 2 on the
That
Mark.
makes you sound like Dr. Chugs.
Yeah, it's just it's just very fat. It's just fat. It's just crushing, fat, chewy. It's just all this stuff. And the lead sound is very liquidy. It's just got this nice kind of liquidy kind of lead tone, and it's glassy and liquidy at the same time. It's just really cool amp. So
you can play a song?
Yeah, I can. I'm taking requests.
Play a song.
Let's do the Sphinx, and then we can get back to. Did we do all the comments?
Yeah.
Did? Okay. All right. Let me see here.
Frailty Live says sounds huge.
Oh, it does. I mean, the
Frailty Lives. Frailty Lives.
Yeah, maybe one of those two. Frailty. Let's call him Frailty for now. Yeah, it's got a crushing kind of very fat, bombastic tone about it, and it's very pleasant. I got it in my in-ears, and it just sounds incredible. So let's do the Sphinx again with this, just to get a little bit of perspective here on. Let me make sure I got my volume good on here, because once I get going, man, that's it. It seems a little loud right now. I just want to make sure I'm not gonna. My shirt rubs against the volume knob sometimes. It turns it up.
That's why I keep mine here. Every time I move,
you get halfway through a song and you're like, oh, God.
Yeah, and you're stuck.
Yeah, and you're stuck. Exactly. All right, so here we go. Let's do the Sphinx. Helps when you turn the standby off. Hang on. bad, huh?
I like that one better.
Yeah, hey,
I do. Hey, can you play?
That's what it's all about,
the
man.
Down, 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 down. Can you play that back to back? Switch between.
No, I got them. I don't have them on the Switch
chords.
tracker. Yeah, I
Fart
don't have them.
in a bucket,
yeah,
Jared.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't have them on the Switch track tonight because I'd have to switch everything. But the thing is if you want something that's got a lot of aggressive graininess.
This one, you know how I tell you I'm cutting you off. Everything sounds like a guitar to me. Like, it still sounds like a guitar. Yeah. But some of them just reach out and smack me in the face. Yeah. That one did it. The other one sounded good. Yeah. It's not that it sounded bad. It was great.
Yeah.
This one, it made me pay attention.
Yeah.
I was like, never mind. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just going to enjoy it.
No, the Mark is special. It's a special amp. It really is. I mean, that's what I mean. Whatever you're in the mood for.
I'm not that person. I'm not a gear nerd. Yeah. I'm a Jared nerd, but I'm not a gear nerd. But so when something reaches out and smacks me,
that thing got you, huh? Yeah. No, it really is. It's a great amp. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff that it has. It's got that chewiness to it that I love so much, and the top end on it is it's different. It's like a different menu item, but you're okay with getting that or the other thing, but it's just it's a mood thing because some amps will hit you on certain days different ways. Yeah. So but that's why it's so nice to have variety, because there's days like I wrote a song on this amp. I literally did, and you'll hear part of it on Wednesday. I literally wrote a little song to demo what the HX effects will do, but I wrote it on the Mark V. Yeah. Because they just work so good together. It was just one of those days where the planets aligned, and I'm like, oh, this is great. So I could demo the amp along with the HX effects and what it can do, and the flexibility in this song. And Jay heard it last night when he was here, and there was a lot of cool little things that I put in there to demo, everything. And so it's just a freaking killer amp. How do you go wrong with it, right? You just can't.
JJ's House of Jams joined us late, and he said straight into his favorite riff. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Paul Smith, I'll have to play the Stealth, but I think I like the Mesa better. I can't believe how loud that little thing got. It just stays huge.
Paul was here, and he was like, I wonder how loud this thing. We put it at 9:00. And it was barely tolerable just past that. We were both like, okay, yeah, that'll do that'll keep up with the drummer, no problem. We're both cross-eyed turning it back down, like, holy crap, Yeah,
Matthew
it's
Force
killer.
Just joined us too.
Matt Force, what's going on, man? Matt is he's the manager over at Motor City Guitar.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I thought his name sounded familiar. Yeah. He gave you 2 horns and a beer.
Well, I got a shot, and I'll give you 2 horns back. What's going on, man?
Marty 5 says, my money is on the Mesa, only it's such a lot of money in euros. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, and I understand that. I really do. The nice thing about the Mesa, they're made in America. They're hand-built. It's basically a boutique amp. Yeah. It's just Mesa's been around so long. Yeah. They're not really considered a boutique company. No. But it still is, though. Yeah. Technically, it's a boutique amp. They're built to order. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Culver's, right? You go to Culver's, they make your food after you order it. It's not sitting under a warmer light waiting for you. That's why you got to wait and get your number. Buns. Yeah, they're awesome. And that's kind of how these amps are. Like when you go to a store and say, "Yeah, I want to get a Mesa," and the store is like, "We don't have any in stock." It's could be 6 to 10 weeks before you get one, because they actually have to call Mesa and say, "Hey, we need a Mark V. This guy just ordered one."
They're not purple?
Yeah, they can make them any color you want, I think. But the thing is, though, is they're not sitting around on the shelf waiting for you. They actually are made to order. So that's boutique.
So don't wait till you need one.
Yeah.
Just get it.
So if you find one at a store, seriously, get it. If it's in your price range and everything, get it, because
unless you want a purple one, then order it.
Then you gotta order it.
Why didn't you get a purple one?
I don't, because they ain't got them. I got mine at Motor City. Let me give you a quick story about that too. So I was walking around Motor City and I had money to burn, and I'm just like, I want to do some retail therapy today, and I'm checking this and checking that. And one of the guys there,
wait, what?
at Motor City.
Today?
No,
Oh.
This is when I bought the amp.
Oh, I thought you said you did some
No.
retail therapy today.
No. The day I bought the amp, you were with me
During my
today.
nap? I know.
You were with me today. I didn't sneak out. Yeah, you did take a nap though. So, anyways, I was talking to Bob there, and I was just like, I want a really versatile amp. I just want to buy something, and Bob was like, dude, if you want to go home and think about it, that's fine. But if you're looking at buying something today, we do have the Mark 525 in stock. And he goes, I love the amp. I own it. Played it for years. And he goes, it really is the most versatile amp. And he goes, I know your style of playing. And he goes, I totally think you would dig it. It's made in America, made by hand, great amp. There's nothing that you wouldn't like about it. And I took it home, plugged it in within 5 minutes. I was like, holy crap. Why have I not gotten one of these? Like, I literally was like kicking myself. So it's a great amplifier. It really is. And I can't thank Bob enough for just giving me the honest truth about it, you know?
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, steering me in the right direction.
Let's see. JJ's House of Jam says, Jared, is that the 25 or 35 watt? And is this one of your favorite amps? Cheers to you both.
Thank you for the question, and thank you for the cheers.
Yeah.
It's the 25, and it is definitely one of my favorite amps. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
For the people that joined late, those are the favorite amps.
These are my favorites right here. I love all my amps, but you have to pick two as your top.
The Booger.
The Booger and the EVH.
The Booger and the EVH.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I even left the tag on it.
Doesn't sound like a booger, though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You left the tag on?
Oh, I leave the tag on all my amps. I got the British tag on the Kraken as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's great. There's nothing to not like about it, and I look for amps that inspire me to write and play more, and these definitely do.
I thought I did that. Jeff Cornell says, now I want a Culver's Pub burger. Right.
Dude, their burgers
are Culver's open later?
They might be open. We might have to get a burger later.
Marty 5 says, laugh out loud and a 20% import tax.
Oh.
Sucks for you.
Yikes, man.
But you can get a Kraken without that.
Yeah, no, Marty's in where?
I don't know. He's over there somewhere.
Over there somewhere. God, I don't know. So, I mean, it's from overseas. I think so, yeah. That's right. Netherlands. Dude, I'm telling you, Marty, though, I would not lie to an 8-foot-tall Viking that could pound me in the ground like a railroad spike. They're worth it, man. They really are. The crushing tones that you get out of these amps, they're so great, and they're so versatile. All right, let me do this. Here's channel 1 that can double as a clean or a crunch channel. All right? Let me switch to that.
I'm going to read this. Yes, I was right. The Netherlands.
Yes.
I got it. I got you, Marty 5.
She got you.
I renamed you, so I had to remember that. Matthew 4 says, I'm not a Mesa guy, but I love my Mark 525 killer amp.
Oh, they are. They're just, well, the thing is about the Marks, they're so different from everything else Mesa does that you actually think it's made by a different company.
Yeah.
They're not the same. Like if you don't like a dual rec, let's just say, and you're like, oh, they're kind of tubby and fizzy, you could tighten them up and make them sound amazing, but they are a little tubby and fizzy on the top end. On the low end's kind of it's a little bit gooey, but you can tighten them up, okay? But don't judge the Mark V by if you don't like a Mesa dual rec. The Mark V's, again, they're so different from everything else they make, you'd think that a different company made it. They're not anywhere near what their other amps are. Completely, they're like the redheaded stepchild that everybody loves. They really are. The Marks are amazing. They're another nostalgic amp. Another amp that everybody's heard on all the Metallica albums and you name it. So many metal albums back then. Marks are on there, So let me do this. I switched to channel 1, and I got the gain pretty cranked on there. But again, the channel 1's not as saturated as channel 2, but it works perfect as a rhythm channel, as a crunch channel. It's not wimpy at all. It's amazing. So let me mute the mic. I'll play a couple riffs on that.
I love it.
Channel 1.
Love it. Yes.
I mean, again, some amps are like, oh, here's your crunch channel, and it's wimpy. That is not wimpy. That is like, I think I just killed a whole platoon of terrorists by playing that riff right there. I mean, they're all freaking dead. So, I mean, that's how freaking crushing that channel is. And the clean version of that channel is gorgeous. Yeah. You know, it's gorgeous.
It is. It is. Dave Rebell, hi. He's just joining us. He says, I'm alive and I missed a ton. I'll have to do a rewatch.
You'll have to do a rewatch. Good to see you, buddy.
We're glad you're alive as well.
Yeah. It's definitely good that you're alive, yes. He didn't fall out of a hammock this week, did he?
No. JJ's House of Jams. I just played the 35 watt my friend brought over today. It was crushing.
Oh, yeah.
Low end was thumping, incredible, and yeah, clean channel dimed was awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It really is. And if you slam it with an overdrive, there's no turning back. I mean, something else I want to say, too. If you really want to hear an amp sound its best, play it through a 212 cab.
Yeah.
Honestly, the 212s, that's what I use. The 412s are great. They got a big sound, but they're kind of airy, and they're kind of like hollow sounding because it's a 212, it's a 412, it's a big cab. There's a lot of air going around in there, and it's not as tight and percussive. I'm telling you, if you get a Mesa 212 cab and put any amp into it, it's going to sound as good as it can. I mean, it's like the perfect version of guitar tone because it's tight, it's percussive, and if you stand too close while you're doing palm mutes, it just might break your shins. I mean, it's the percussive nature of those cabs. I mean, when it's coming out, man, it will bend your knees back, man. It is amazing. And the shockwave that hits the floor, you get a foot massage standing next to that thing. I'm telling you, man, they're killer cabs. I won't play through anything else.
Frank Rachat's got to go.
Oh, good to see you, Frank.
Thank you for the compliment,
Thank you so much for being here, Frank. And thank you so much for all Line 6 does for the community, making great gear. I'm not kidding you guys. Look at this. That's all I had to... I got a pick in my mouth. That's all I had to bring down here.
Guys.
That's all I had to bring down here tonight to run this amp. These amps. Just hook it up to it. I got a preset in here with some great effects and an overdrive, and I'm done. 4-cable method. That's all I need. And I got tons of variety, and tune in Wednesday night because I'm going to go in depth with this little guy, and I'm telling you, man, this thing is powerful. This will replace 10 pedal boards. It's just incredible. Can't say enough.
So are you going to put away your aircraft carrier?
Yeah, it's parked for the time being. Yeah, I love my aircraft carrier board, but I mean, it was so much easier just tonight when we were setting up. I'm like, oh, let's go get the HX specs and just do right down the stairs, plop it on the floor, no sweat, just
Your
done.
Your back liked it.
Yeah, my back loved it. So did my walls.
Yeah, right. Jay says, so you're saying I need the matching 2x12 cab too?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm telling you, my Mesa 212 cabs, I'll put them up against anything.
Paul Smith says, I think he's saying play the clean channel clean. Can you do that?
Yeah, let me do this. Give me a second.
While you're pushing buttons, can you answer, do you do an overdrive with every amp you use?
Yes, I always do. I like tight. I like them tight, percussive, and responsive. So, yes, every amp.
JJ's House of Jams, I'll ask him after he's done using his brain. And cheers. So, Jay, what are you going to have to buy your wife to get the cabs too?
All right, so here's the clean channel. I'm going to put it on clean. I'm going to turn the gain down. I haven't dialed this in, so forgive me, but I just turned off the noise gate and the effects, and the overdrive. Okay. So I think I did this right. Give me a second here, okay? One second.
42 people watching.
Oh, awesome. Thanks so much for being here. So here's a clean channel on the Mark 525, and it's not dialed in. I just turned off some of the effects. Let me make sure this is good. Bear with me. How do you not like that?
Oh, well, you just put everybody to sleep.
Yeah. Seriously.
Every time you do that, I wish I have my vocal mic here because I want to ooh and ah over it. It's a typical vocalist, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. I want to sing over everything. Yeah, it's just so piano-like. It's just clean. It's got this ivory kind of sound to it. It's just beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't even touch it. I just turned the gain down and flipped it on, and it's done. And it has a fat mode. So here's the fat switch. I'll just turn that on real quick. I'll do a couple riffs and I'll turn the fat switch on and off. It's on now. So here you go. Okay, so that's the fat on, and I'll play a couple more riffs and I'll turn it off. So the
I like it better off.
Yeah, do you? It
Yeah.
depends, but yeah, I mean, it's just, and the thing is everything on this amp is it's noticeable when you change it, but it's all like within a good range of like what you would want. So, you know.
So
great.
JJ's House of Jam says, how is the Mark V 25 compared to the JP2C? I remember you initially struggled to dial in the tones. The Mark V was easy to create tones. Cheers again.
Oh, thank you. The JP, very good question, very good point. The thing is with the JP is you can struggle to dial in the tones on it if you're not familiar with the amp. I actually didn't. What I did is I looked up John Petrucci's, he's got pictures on his website. Like this is how I dialed in my amp. Watched a couple videos of it and nailed it. But I guess what I meant in the video was when I originally reviewed his amp is it's easy to get caught up in like dialing it in wrong because they're not typical amps. If you don't use this EQ here, you're going to hate the amp. It sounds like an AM radio without it. It really does. It sounds terrible without the EQ. You have to use it. So you want to dial, it's not the kind of amp that you want to start out with everything at noon and tweak it from there. Not at all. You can over here at noon and tweak it, but you have to have this EQ on. This is your mastering section here, and without it, it sounds like an AM radio. It literally does. So I think there's more going on with that EQ than just frequencies. I think there's other things too. It just sounds amazing with it,
Tanner says, is this amp pretty quiet when not in standby?
Yeah, I'll flip it on for you right now. So let me do, that's about as loud as it gets. And the noise gate's off right now. There's no noise gate. So, I don't have it dialed in for this particular amp. So, yeah, you can have a noise gate that would quiet it down even more. But I mean, for the most part, that's as loud as it's going to get.
What does the piezo sound like through the clean?
Terrible. Yeah, piezos aren't meant for clean channels of amps. They're meant for direct to front of house. Okay. Yeah, you never want to use a piezo on a regular guitar amp. It just sounds awful. You want to use that direct. That's why John actually, let me turn this back. That's why John actually uses a split signal from his guitars. One's for piezo, one's for the amps. That's why he does that. Yeah, and he runs it through a volume pedal, and it's always off until he's going to use a piezo. Then he flips the volume pedal all the way up and switches to that channel just for direct front of house. That's how he does it. Yeah.
Well, do you want to play anything else before we...
Let me do the Catacombs with this amp, okay? so I can keep things all even here. Let me make sure I got this dialed in right. So I'm on Mark 5 or Mark 4 mode, and EQ's on. That's all good. Okay, let me do a couple riffs, and then we'll go ahead and get started on the Catacombs. And there you have it. That is the Mark V in 2 mixes, and performed great. I'm very reliant on guitar tone and feel for me to play what I play. I'm very picky and fussy about that, and maybe it's because I suck. I don't know, but all I can tell you, all I can tell you is I feel very insecure playing through certain amps. These amps, I have tons of security through them. You know what I mean? Like total security. I feel like I can do. Trust me, I could do a lot of wrong, but I feel like I could do no wrong when I'm playing through these. They're so supportive, and they sound so great. And if you're not,
they work well for you.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously.
And thank you. I mean, they just sound great. You know, I love how they sound.
They work well for me too.
Yeah, that's right. So you preferred the Mark V?
I do.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it's a great amp. I mean, they're both fantastic.
I have to sing over top of them to make the real decision. But...
Well, the thing is guys, let me just tell you this. If your amp isn't really inspiring you to write, if you play through it and you're not getting the goosebumps and the chills up your spine and you're not getting that...
You just got to get a better singer.
Yeah, you just got to get a better singer. No, you want an amp that inspires you, like the lead tone, especially when you're playing leads. It sounds so good that you're almost distracted by how good those notes sound. And you want an amp that does that, and maybe you already have that. I don't know, but these amps do that for me. I mean, the sounds that I'm getting out of these just sound fantastic. They're fun to play. They're very inspiring. And I posted in one of the amp groups that I'm in on Facebook the other day. I said, "Do you ever get an amp that sounds so good that you just played the same riff over and over again for like an hour and you don't even realize you've done it?" And everyone's like, I thought I was the only nutbag that did that. 107 people were like, "Yup." I was like, thank God I'm not the only crazy person. I literally sat in my living room for like, I don't know, it was probably at least 40 minutes playing the same kind of pattern of riffs over and over again. And I'm like, if somebody was here listening to this, they probably would have smacked me over the head with a baseball bat. Like, can you stop? Dude, are you stuck? Like, you gotta smack me. Right. Oh, I was stuck. Thank you. Yeah. But it sounded so good. And you know what? Jay did that exact same thing last night.
Now, so you're on the other end of it.
But it was fun to watch.
Now you know how he really feels.
It was fun to watch because Jay plugged into this last night and he was just like over and over. He had like a handful of different riffs that he cycled through.
Yeah, but that's what you do.
That's what you do, and I totally get it. And I'm watching him going, "Yep, I think he likes this one the best," because he kept cycling through them, and he was just like, "Dude, oh my God, it just does everything. It does everything I want an amplifier to do." And I'm like, "I think you found a new amp, dude. So you in trouble."
Says it's smoking. Christopher says Mark V is pure fire.
It is, man. It's a great amp. It really is. There's nothing to not like about it.
Dave Rebell says my personal preference is the Mark V, but still a little pricey.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I almost bought one several months ago, and I was like, man, but now I'm telling you guys, if you get one, you'll get it. I mean, as soon as like you play through it and see all the versatility. I didn't even cover everything tonight. You got Channel 1's got clean, and the clean has a fat mode, which I think sounds really cool. And then it also has a full crunch mode, okay, that is actually usable 100%. Channel 2 has the 2C+, it has the regular Mark IV, and it also has the extreme mode. And they all sound good. It just depends on what you want. And I know that sounds PC, but I really mean that. I'll tell you if there's a mode or a channel on an amp that I don't care for. Not so on either one of these amps. And that's why these are my favorite amps, because they both do everything that they have that they offer feature-wise. They do it about as good as it could be done. There's no exceptions.
Dave Rebell says it reminds me of my Blue Angel that he never should have sold.
Yeah. we all have that amp, don't we? The one that we should have never sold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one that got away.
The one that got away. Exactly.
Party 5, you're right. Like. Hit the like.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah. Don't mess with the Vikings, man.
That's right. They are bigger than you.
Yeah, dude, Marty, I'm telling you, man, if you got one of these, you would definitely be very glad you had it. It's a great amp.
Jay says, I've got my Mark V picked out and we'll be ordering it this week. Ready to melt some faces and buy some boots.
Sweet. No, that's awesome, dude. I had a great time with Jay yesterday. We had a lot of fun, and it was nice to see. It really was. It was very inspiring to look across the room and see a guy almost look like a kid at Christmas morning opening his Christmas present. It was great. Jay was just having the time of his life playing through that amp.
Sweet widow Jay.
Yeah, and this giant smile on his face, and he was like, "Oh my God, this thing's just amazing!" And he loved the HX effects too, and there was a lot of cool stuff that I programmed in it that he got to mess with, and he was like, "Dude, this thing does everything." Yes. Like, Jay had a great time. We both did. He had a great time yesterday playing through the gear, and really enjoyed it a lot. So
Paul Smith wants to know if the Mark V does it have MIDI switching.
I don't think this one does, but it does have an amp switching control in. I know my eyes are getting watery. It does have the amp control switching in, which the Helix or the HX effects will work with. That's what's so nice about these products, man. I mean, I'm pointing at it. You can't see it. It's right in front of me. But they work with any amp. Yeah. So you can have one pedal board that can't wait to make friends with every amp that you buy and pair it with. I mean, will this work with my amp? Yeah, of course it will. It's what it's built for. It's a great hub for all your gear. So get an HX Effects and pair it with your gear. You won't be sorry. I mean, all the effects that you heard tonight was from the HX Effects. And it just sounds incredible with all my amps. So I'm real happy with it.
Well, we're all caught up.
Awesome.
It's 9:09.
It's 9:09. Is she hungry?
I'm hungry.
I know she wants to get her some Culvers. You got some Culvers calling your name, don't you? Well, I enjoyed every second of today and of tonight. Enjoyed playing for you guys like I always do. And I've already put off 2 Wednesdays now because I've been so busy. But I'm hoping this Wednesday will be great. I'll be able to just do a show with the HX Effects, and I'll do it with this guy. I'll do it with the Mark V for you guys on Wednesday night. We'll have fun, and we'll do an in-depth review of the HX Effects and just have some fun with it. So, thank you so much for being here. We know that there's a lot of places that you could be, tuning in on Sunday nights, and we're honored and grateful that you spent your Sunday evening with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, seriously, we look forward to it every week, and we're honored to have you here, and we're very grateful. So,
and
thank you.
Thanks to my friends for turning. I was gonna say churning butter, tuning in. I know that music gear might not be your thing, but it was really awesome to see.
It was
some new names in here.
It was. And thank you all for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We go live Wednesday nights at 8 and Sunday nights at 7. And we look forward to hanging out with you every time. So, and I have some produced videos coming out very soon as well.
Yeah.
So the Slow versus the EVH Stealth is coming very soon. So every day is a gift. Thank you so much for spending your part of your gift with us. And we will see you all. I'll see you guys Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
All
have
right.
a great night.
All right. Have a great night, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. See you soon. I just got to get this freaking mouse